First of all, please accept my apology for joining this program late. I was tied up with some emergency kind of thing. Uh, Now, distinguished guests, jury members, and all the present viewers, I'm Dev Mukherjee, and I greet you with great humility as you found time to attend the show, even in this challenging time. First of all, many thanks for having me on the show and honoring me with this award. I come from an Indian Air Force background, but all my energies are right now focused on creating and executing business models that will act as stepping stones for the next generation of entrepreneurs. I can safely say that I am an entrepreneur by design. I have always been very motivated to create employment, more so in the pandemic. During the lockdown period last year, I made my best efforts to establish a couple of business ventures and as a result ended up creating jobs for quite a number of people. Although my area of expertise has been capital markets, but I am equally open to other sectors provided I see a window of opportunity. In the last few years, I founded Wisdom Group and managed to commission multiple businesses. Wisdom Tree Ventures in the IT industry, Wisdom CRM in SaaS-based software industry, Wisdom Policy in insurance aggregation sector, and Wisdom 11 and fantasy gaming segment. I am to educate society on the importance of financial planning in daily life. But I believe that people who struggle to earn ends meet are the real heroes. I get inspired by them. When I forayed into the fantasy gaming industry with Wiz Games 11, I had the interest of the people of this country in my mind. I saw an opportunity which would let the users to play and earn at their will and from home. In simple words, user can earn while playing their favorite sports. What is unique about it? The answer is that users have the option to earn a living for a lifetime. On my core competence, I have been an avid investor and passionate about trading in securities and other financial instruments in Indian stock exchanges. Fortunately, at the beginning of the last decade, say early 2010, I was able to see a trend amalgamation of conventional trading with technology. Well, my current company, Wisdom Capital, is an established discount brokerage firm and provides online digital marketing services. It allows clients to trade in equities, futures, options, currency, and commodities. It has become a self-sustainable unit, something I have endeavored to be do all of my professional life. Technology plays a major role in the financial markets. You are all aware that today trading in capital market is a click away. An integral rule in a technology intensive industry is that it keeps changing or rather evolves at a very fast pace. Ever since the inception of technology driven mechanism, the entire work approach of the industry has changed. Earlier, full-time brokers were seen capturing the entire market, but now investors prefer discount brokerage firms. As this niche offers, as these brokers were seen, sorry, earlier full-time brokers were there, and the entire market they were capturing. But now investors prefer discount brokerage firms. as this niche offers more flexibility to execute trade along with a plethora of options to select on multiple trading platforms. The industry has evolved over a period of time with change in investor preferences and establishment of strong mobile networks that allow seamless trading opportunities on the go. More recently, cloud services and artificial intelligence is increasing, playing an integral role in the industry. If you do not adapt to change, you become a laggard. That is not what I choose. Technology is not the only thing that enables the market to grow. The regulator has to play a very responsible role. And I am sure if you have followed the security market these days, you would have noticed that the regulatory framework has become questionable to a great extent. Securities Board of India, SEBI, was established in the 1992 for the purpose of development and regulation of the securities market in India. The key motto in its preamble was, and at least in theory, is investor concerns. However, in the recent past, SEBI's role as a regulator has attracted a lot of criticism. For right or wrong reasons, I will let you decide. But when a critical reference to SEBI's role is made by Dr. Subramaniam Swamy, Member of Parliament Rajya Sabha, quote, SEBI has performed much like the exploiters, unquote, it surely raises eyebrows. The interest of the retail investors, traders in the first casualty is the first casualty as a direct result of the actions of the regulator. How does this affect the retail participants, unemployment, economic growth, and common man? Let me explain. SEBI has put in place a framework which makes it mandatory for stockbrokers to collect upfront margins from clients in intraday trading. I have always maintained that in issuing these guidelines, the regulator has ignored the interest of retail participants to make way for a handful of wealthy participants. In fact, I have been raising my voice in this connection right from the start. As I have said on many print and social media platforms, I have been receiving calls where traders have expressed nervousness and anxiety about these norms. In this pandemic times, where will the distressed investors, traders go? We have already started witnessing suicides as a direct result of unemployment, and that is my worry. I would want to see more retail participation, which will help the industry in general. The regulator needs to come up with policies that remove the market operators in the market. Focus should be on upcoming technology such as artificial intelligence based trading systems, which will improve volume in the markets. Unfortunately, the focus is on create paranoia. Traders and other stockholders should not be made nervous about the markets. We all know what happens when people get nervous. Crowd mentality kicks in, and we have seen the ill effects in the past, and we all know that these are not limited to the financial markets. Many thanks for having me. Once again, I thank you for honoring me with this award. Thank you.